At 18 years old, you were told something that sounded small, but quietly controls your entire financial future. Money doesn't grow on trees. Now think about that for a second. That one sentence trains you to believe money is limited, hard to get, and always requires effort. So what do? You follow the path. Go to school, get a job, work 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day. And if you're lucky, you retire at 65 with just enough money to survive. That's the system. That's what most people accept. But here's the uncomfortable question. What if that entire path is outdated? What if the people making real money today aren't working more than you? They're just playing a completely different game. Let's be real. Do you honestly think people making $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 per month are doing it by working harder than everyone else? No, they've figured out something most people never will. You don't get rich by working more. You get rich by building systems. Systems that make money while you sleep, while you travel, while you do nothing. That's what passive income actually is. Not some fantasy, not some scam, but also not easy. And today, I'm breaking down 7 real ways to build passive income. No fake promises, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just reality with strategy. Idea 1. Dividend investing, the boring machine. Let's start with something that most people misunderstand: stocks. You've probably heard this before. Just invest in stocks and you'll make passive income. Sounds simple, but it's also incomplete. Because most people are not making passive income from stocks. They're just watching numbers go up and down on a screen. That's not income, that's speculation. What real passive income looks like. Real passive income from stocks comes from dividends. That means companies literally pay you just for owning a piece of them. No selling required, no timing the market, just consistent payments. Think about companies like Starbucks, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. These businesses generate billions, and they share a portion of that profit with investors. Where people mess up. Here's where beginners get trapped. They chase high dividend percentages. They see something paying 10%, 12%, even 15%, and they think, this is it, easy money. Wrong. High dividends are often a warning sign. Because if a company is paying too much, it might not be sustainable. And when that happens, the dividend gets cut. Stock price crashes. You lose money. The smart approach. Serious investors look for consistency. There's actually a hierarchy. Dividend kings, 50+ years of increasing payouts. Dividend aristocrats, 25+ years. These companies aren't exciting, but they're reliable. And reliability is what makes passive income work. Reality check, numbers. Let's not sugarcoat this. If you want $100 per week from dividends, that's $5,200 per year. Now assume an average dividend yield of 2.5%. You'd need over $200,000 invested. Yeah, that's the part nobody tells you. Rating time, 1/5. Money required, 5/5. Ease of $100 per week, 2/5. Brutal truth. This works, but it's slow. And if you're starting from zero, this should not be your main focus. Idea 2. Automate a skill. Escape the time trap. Now we move to something far more powerful, because this is where most people are stuck and don't even realize it. The hidden trap. You might be talented, you might have a skill, but if you're getting paid per hour, you're trapped. Let me explain. There are only 24 hours in a day, so even if you work harder, you hit a ceiling. That's why some highly skilled people still struggle financially. The shift that changes everything. Instead of selling time, you build something once and sell it repeatedly. That's leverage. Examples: online courses, digital products, ebooks, templates, paid communities. You create it once, and it can sell forever. Simple example. Let's say you create a $25 product. You only need 4 sales per week equals $100 per week. That's it. Now imagine scaling that. But don't be delusional. This is not easy. Most people quit here. Why? Because results don't come instantly. You have to learn, build, improve, market before you see money. Rating time, 5 out of 5. Money required, 1 out of 5. Ease of $100 per week, 4 out of 5. Reality, this is one of the best starting points because you're using time instead of money. Idea 3, content creation, the leverage monster. Now let's talk about the most powerful opportunity right now. Content, the biggest lie. Successful creators are just lucky. No, that's what people say when they don't understand skill. What content really is. Content is leverage. One video can generate ad revenue, sponsorships, affiliate income, product sales for years. But here's the brutal truth. Most content is bad, not average, bad. No hook, no structure, no retention. And then people wonder why it doesn't work. What actually works? Winning creators do this. Study viral videos, understand psychology, focus on retention, improve constantly. They treat it like a skill, not a hobby. Why this is huge? Because you don't need money to start, just a phone. And consistency. Rating time, 5 out of 5. Money required, 1 out of 5. Ease of $100 per week, 5 out of 5. Reality check. Hard? Yes. Worth it? 100%. Idea 4. Private investing, high-risk game. Now we're stepping into advanced territory. This is not for beginners. What it is, instead of investing in big companies, you invest in small businesses early. Why it works? Because early-stage investments have massive upside. But here's the problem. Most people don't know what they're doing. They invest based on emotion, hype, relationships, and lose money. What actually matters? You need business understanding, risk management, decision-making skills. Rating time, 3/5. Money required, 3/5. Ease of $100 per week, 3/5. Reality, high reward, but also high risk. Idea 5. Affiliate marketing, trust game. This one sounds simple. Promote a product, earn money. Why most fail? Because they try to sell without trust. What actually works? You build an audience first, then recommend products. Simple formula, attention to trust to conversion. Rating time, 4/5. Money required, 1/5. Ease of $100 per week, 4/5. Idea 6. Digital real estate, websites that pay you. Most people think real estate means houses, but digital real estate is different. What it is, you create websites that generate traffic and monetize them. How you make money, ads, affiliate links, lead generation. Why it works? Because traffic equals money, and Google sends traffic every day. Reality takes time, but once it ranks, it prints. Rating time, 5 out of 5. Money required, 2 out of 5. Ease of $100 per week, 4 out of 5. Idea 7. Build systems, the real secret. This is what everything comes down to. Systems. What most people do, they chase money. What smart people do, they build systems that generate money. Examples: automated sales funnels, email marketing, content pipelines. Why this matters? Because systems remove you from the equation. Reality. This is the hardest part, but also the most powerful. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear, There is no easy passive income. Only work now or work forever. You choose. Most people will watch this, feel motivated, and do nothing. Don't be that person. Pick one idea, commit, and go all in.